I am so hungry. Any Nigerians in the house? Does anyone remember Golden Mon? Oh my god. If I'm trying to like eat healthy and like lose weight, this is my cutie. What do you call it? My go-to pleasure. Is that what you call it? Guilty pleasure? I don't know, but literally. If you remember Golden Mon, you're from Nigeria, if you went to boarding school or whatever in Nigeria, comment down below. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing fantastic. Welcome FamBam, how you doing? See, I've been watching too much of Wendy Williams lately. I literally only just recently started watching her and I cannot believe I haven't. Anyway, so now I'm like, how you doing? So weird. Anyway, how you doing? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about makeup for glasses, okay? Queen Shubbie or Shubbie or Shubbie. I'm sorry. Shubbie. That reminds me of a certain song. I don't remember the song per se. Anyway, so you commented on my video about 3 weeks ago and asked that I do makeup for glasses because you said that in the warmer months that your glasses basically start sliding down. Well, I'm here for you, sweetie, because I'm also a glasses wearer. But I cannot find my glasses right now. I haven't been wearing my glasses for a few days. Ever since I started wearing glasses, which was when I was around 5 years old. I was always stubborn about wearing my glasses. I don't like wearing glasses and I get a lot of headache. I remember one time my mom would like walk me to school. This was before I got into boarding school. She would like walk me to school with a stick in her hand, make sure I put my glasses on because her argument was, I cannot pay this X amount of money for, you know, to get your glasses from London and for you not to wear it. So literally she will follow me to school with a stick in her hand, make sure I wear my glasses. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I don't care. I'll wear whenever I want to, but I make sure I wear when I'm going to work. Okay. But now I cannot find my glasses to save my life. So I need to order a new one or something or keep searching. But today I've got my sunglasses and I'm going to use this as a demo for y'all. Okay. So I hope this video is going to help you. Queen Shubbie, I don't know how to say your name. I'm about to burp. Excuse me. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you'd like to learn some tips and tricks, about how to keep your glasses on your face and how to stop your makeup from sliding off your face, this video is for you, sweetie. So let's just get started. And if you're yet to join the FamBam, subscribe down below. Turn the subscribe button from red to gray. Okay. Make sure you join the hashtag FamBam. Turn on notification as well and comment down below when you're done so, and I will properly welcome you to the FamBam. Okay. Let's get started. Okay. First things first, this is what I've learned because like during summer here in Australia, especially in Melbourne where I live, it gets really hot. This is what literally works. Okay, if you haven't seen my jamsu video, I'm gonna put a link down below. Jamsu is basically a Korean technique about submerging your face in cold water after you've applied your foundation and you've set it with a powder and whatnot. And that technique is meant to like just keep your foundation on all day, whether it doesn't matter if you have oily skin. Okay, so that trick, I kind of like simplify that trick a bit and I kind of just use it whenever I remember to. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about right now. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and apply a primer. You want to make sure, especially if you have oily skin. For me, I'm of oily combination skin. Okay, so when I'm applying primer, especially primers that have been produced specifically for oily skin, I mainly focus the primers on my T-zone area. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So the primer I'm going to be using right now is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. I actually really like this primer. If you ever guys have said it doesn't really work for you, but one thing I've noticed is it does help me make my makeup last for about 5 hours or so. Generally, I start producing oil around 2 hours or so after I finish applying my makeup. So this takes me another 3 to 4 hours or so. Okay, almost finished. No, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit, and I literally just grab a lot, and I'm just gonna focus it on the areas where my makeup, you know, where I get oilier the most, you know, which is mainly my T-zone area right here. All right. To get a good use out of your primer, especially this particular primer, you want to make sure you kind of rub it in really nicely until it's gone to that dry-ish feeling and you almost have like a white cast on your face. I just like to apply it like this, like, you know, press it down, and I try to go upward rather than like downward or whatever because, you know, I'm not trying to make my skin sag. I just have a little bit left. I'm gonna put it over my, you know, just because I don't want to waste it. Just gonna rub this in. Okay, so now before we go into the nitty-gritty of this tips and trick, I'm just gonna do what I generally do and just set the primer with a powder. I don't always do this, especially when I'm using a mattifying primer like this Rimmel Stay Matte primer, but sometimes I just feel like, okay, I might need that little bit of an extra assurance, especially with the way Melbourne weather can be in the, you know, when it's really, really hot. Okay, if you have oily skin, any products you put on your face, make sure it's been produced for the purpose of controlling oil or controlling shine and all that stuff. Okay, so I try to make sure that at least 80% of the products that I'm using on my face is for oily skin. Okay, when we wear glasses, you know, these things right here, these sticks, they're the ones that sit on our nose, you know. So this is where the glasses, oh, I don't like to imagine, some people wear the glasses like this. Actually, when I was littler, when I was younger, I used to wear my glasses like this. Girl, don't wear your glasses like this. Bring it forward and whatnot. Okay, give me a little bit of a sex. That's not the point, but anyway. So you know, like when we wear glasses, the sticks, this part of the frame, or this part of the frame is what sits on our nose. Okay, so we want to make sure that the area where the glasses sit, you want to make sure that there's less product there. Okay, so you know that, let me take this off, you know that technique when people say, like, when you apply your foundation and whatnot, apply it on your nose and then blend outward. If you're the kind of person that your glasses slides off your face throughout the day, as you are, Shubbie, okay, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Just apply your product everywhere else first, and then take whatever is left and put it on, you know, put it on your nose. That's literally what works. So the main thing about stopping your makeup from like sliding off your face is to make sure you put less product in the areas where the glasses is going to sit. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm sure it makes sense. I think I'm making sense today. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the Revlon Color Stay Foundation in the shade 410 Cappuccino. This is specifically for oily combination skin. All right, so I'm going to apply the foundation on my face with my finger. As you can see, I didn't apply it on my nose yet. I'm just going to put the majority of the product all over my face, and the tiny little bit that was left on my hand is what I'm just going to, you know, put on my nose. Okay, and then when I blended it out, whatever is left on the sponge is what I'm gonna put on my nose. Okay, so I'm gonna blend the outer perimeter of my face first, and then I'm gonna blend the nose last. This is to make sure that minimal product is going on my nose. When there's too much product in the area where the glass is gonna sit, like, you will experience that digging. You know, like when you put on your glasses and the stick right there just digs, makes an indentation mark on your nose. You know, you want to kind of prevent that a bit. So here we go. So whatever is left, just gonna use it on my nose. So there we go. The product is applied. Okay, now you can see my face is nice and covered, but 95% of the foundation is on the outer perimeter of my face, and only about 5% or even 2% or whatever of the foundation is on my nose. Okay, my thing is, the less products you put on your nose, the less your glasses will slide off your nose. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. All right, so before I go ahead, I actually just remember the trick that I filmed about a year or so ago. I can't remember exactly when, and I actually learned about this trick in the K Joy's video at the time, and also in Oma Bell TV's video. I'm going to put a link to that video down below. So basically in that video, long story short, I applied eyeshadow primer on my nose. So that trick is actually supposed to stop your makeup from sliding off your nose. So if you have an eyeshadow primer, make sure you go ahead and apply a thin layer where the, you know, stick or whatever of the glasses sits on your nose, and then dab it out. You know what I mean? Try not to apply your actual face primer on that area. Only apply the eyeshadow primer on that area, and that will stop your foundation from lifting off when you do wear glasses on top of that area. Does that make sense? Yeah, I could have just done that earlier, but I didn't remember. Now with concealer, same thing. You know, apply majority of your product away from the area where where your glasses will be sitting. Okay, just remember, the thicker the layer, the more problematic it will be. What? Yeah, was that it? Yeah. Okay, so now blending this out, blend the outer perimeter of the concealer first, the edge of the concealer basically, so you don't have that line of demarcation. So it's all set. Now, if you're a baker, And by that, I mean face baker, not a cake baker, cookie baker, whatever it is that everyone else bakes, okay? If you're a baker and you cannot do without baking your face because you've got oily skin, which I used to bake my face, but now I'm just like, I can't be bothered, because when I do wear makeup, I either only wear it for a few hours or whatnot when I'm going to school. And honestly, I don't mind blotting. I literally do not, as long as the makeup doesn't sweat off my face. And baking really does kind of help with making sure your makeup stays put in the area where your glasses is going to sit, okay? So if you do bake, just grab a little bit of the powder that you're going to bake with. Just make sure the powder you're going to be using is made for reducing oil or shine and whatnot on your face, okay? Just take a little bit of that powder and put it in the area where the glass is going to sit, just like so, and just leave it there and just bake that area. It really does help to make sure your makeup stays nice and, you know, put throughout the day. Now, if you don't want to bake, let's just dab this off instead of wipe it off. And just if you don't want to bake, just grab a setting spray or water. I hardly use setting spray anymore. Even though I've got them, I hardly really use them. So if you do feel like you're gonna need setting spray, especially to make the makeup stay put all day, grab a heavy duty setting spray. When I say that, it kind of sounds a bit weird. Just make sure you grab a setting spray that's specifically for oily skin, or if you don't have oily skin, grab a setting spray that's made to make sure your makeup lasts all day, you know, a setting spray that's made for longevity of makeup. Does that make sense? Okay, so I would highly recommend the L'Oreal Infallible Mist and Set Spray. When you spray that on your face, spray a lot of it. Make sure you shake it vigorously, spray a lot of it, and just leave it to dry or dab it off. If you leave it to dry, you will get more use out of it. If you dab it off, you will get use out of it as well, but not as much as leaving it to dry. Does that make sense? Just make sure you spray it vigorously, because if you don't, it will leave that white, those little white specks on your face, okay? I have done a video about this. I'm going to put a couple of videos, a couple of links down below, okay? So, but for today, because I'm not going to be using a setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and use water. If you saw my recent video, I bought this water, so I'm going to use it. I bought it for $12. I will use it, okay? If you don't have this, just grab one of this, fill it with water, and spray. The mist is similar to the mist on this one, okay? All right, so now we've applied concealer, we've set the concealer with powder, you know, and now I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face like heck, okay, with water. There we go. And you want to leave that to dry, but if you're in a hurry, just dab it off with a sponge. But honestly, I would recommend you leaving it to dry. Leaving it to dry is better, you know what I mean? But most of the time, I'm like, I cannot be bothered, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for today, we're gonna leave it to dry because I don't have anywhere to go. Okay, okay. I'm gonna relax.
Well, you're in the car.
What's she talking about?
I love this.
All right, so here we go. We left it to dry, and to be honest with you guys, like, it doesn't take long to dry. About 5 minutes and you'll be done, or 2 minutes. Just spray your face, go for a walk, not go for a walk outside, go for a walk to your kitchen, go and make yourself something to eat or something like that, or go and do your business in the bathroom, whatever it is you want to do that, you know, to wait for it to dry, just do that. It doesn't take that long. So the main thing also that I kind of feel the need to mention, especially while we're here, we might as well mention it, okay? It's like, you know, when it comes to wearing false lashes for glasses, if you are a false lash wearer, if you're a false lash wearer, if you're an FLW, I just made that up. If you're a false lash wearer and you find that, like, when you wear your glasses, your reading glasses, your sunglasses and whatnot, like the lashes hit your glasses, you just want to make sure the lashes you're wearing is not too long. If you use those really glam lashes, which I do have as well, it will constantly hit your glasses. And to be honest, most of the time, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm gonna wear this lash if I want to. My life, my eyes, my glasses, don't care. Oh, Donna looking nice and glowy, you know, makeup on our nose is minimized, you know, and our glasses won't slide off or you know, kind of go off our face. That's still kind of sliding off. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's it. You know, that's all the tips and tricks I do have and that I have been using for a while. That's been working for me. And honestly, feel like if you follow the tips and tricks in this video, it will work for you. You know, your makeup, your glasses will really slide off your face throughout the day, especially for you, Queen Shubbie. Okay, Shubbie. I think it's something out of Airspray. And as I said earlier, specifically for those with oily skin, make sure that whatever product you put on your face was produced for the purpose of reducing oil production or shine or appearance of shine. And if you don't have oily skin, make sure that whatever products you put on your face, when it comes to primer, foundation, powder, concealer, setting spray, all that good stuff, make sure it's produced for the purpose of making your makeup last longer. Does that make sense? And just remember, less is more, and don't forget the eyeshadow primer tip as well if you do have one. Okay, just concentrate on the area where the glasses will be sitting. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you find this helpful, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up on this video. I cannot talk. I can't talk ever. And also make sure you comment down below when you do try this. Let me know how you went. And if it doesn't work for you, just comment down below and then, you know, we'll just try something else. Okay, there's so many different things you can do, but if I start talking about them now, this video is gonna go on to about 30 minutes and nobody wants that. I don't know if you guys want that, but anyway, yeah. So that is it. As I mentioned earlier, thank you so much for watching. As always, whatever you're doing, to love yourself, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye bye.